Hey Aries, how are you? I hope you are doing well. I am so happy to be here. If you're new, welcome. My name is Nina, or Sinfulpluto. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. I'm so grateful for you, honestly. I'm just so happy to be here, honestly. And I don't want to get too off topic and, veer things off, but I'm so grateful and thankful for everyone who watches the videos, who comments, who likes, who subscribes, who shares. It really does mean the world to me. You don't understand. But I'm so happy to be here, Aries. I'm so excited. Um, so I'm just going to go into it really quick. This is going to apply to Aries Sun, Moon, and Rising, tropical and sidereal, so check both of them. What else do I need to say? If you enjoyed the videos, and if the reading resonates with you, if the message resonates with you, please let me know in the comments down below. And also remember that this is just a general reading, so it's not going to apply to everyone, okay? If you want to book a personal reading with me to get further insight, you can do so at sinfulpluto.com. I actually redesigned my website yesterday, and I'm so excited. I'm so happy with the way that it turned out. So go ahead and check that out if you're interested. Also, if you want to find me on social media, you can do so at Twitter and Instagram at Sinfulpluto, okay? On Instagram, I have been posting messages, not daily, but kind of daily, messages for specific signs, just small messages. So if you want to read them, if you're interested in reading those, feel free to check it out. So far, I have Pisces, Scorpio, and Sagittarius, so yeah. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started, Aries, okay? This is for the week of July 15th. So what is in store for Aries, the week of July 15th? What's in store for Aries, the week of July 15th? What's in store for Aries? I hope you guys are doing well, by the way. Drinking water, eating, and not just eating anything, but eating food that your body loves. Food that's good for your body. Bro, Aries, come on. All right. We'll take that. Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles reversed, okay? So someone could be opening their door for you, so to speak. And with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, this does feel like the past. The past is reoccurring. The door of the past is being unlocked again, and you're kind of being sucked back into it. It could be in relation to a Leo. And I know for you, Aries, Leo has been very present in the past videos. So, and we also have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, Ten of Swords reversed, and then under that, the Two of Pentacles. But these are all going to be at the bottom of the deck. Maybe we'll talk about them later, but I just wanted to let that out there. So there's very clearly a fire sign, a fire sign present in your life, or it could just be your own energy. Although I do think I think the Queen of Wands is more so confirmation that there's a Leo in your life, or just another fire sign in your life. Perhaps your coworkers, perhaps your friends, perhaps they are a mentor, or you are their mentor. You can reverse the roles. It's okay. But I do have the Five of Pentacles reversed, and to me, with this card, in this deck specifically, this signifies to me a door being opened again. Providing a helping hand again for someone. Or not even again, but providing a helping hand for someone and helping someone find solutions, taking someone under your wing, essentially. So it could be that, maybe a Leo is taking you under their wing, or it could be that you are taking a Leo under your wing. Does that make sense? I hope I made sense. Either someone is taking you under their wing, or you are taking someone under their wing. Under their wing. You know what I mean? And with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, I feel like this isn't really the first time that this has happened. For some reason, I am envisioning that this isn't. Yeah, this is definitely is not the first time that has happened for some of you. It kind of seems that with the Five of Pentacles reversed, it's like you kick someone out and now you're welcoming them back in. For some of you, that could literally be what's happening, where you kick someone else, or you kicked someone out, or someone kicked you out. You know, either way. It can be literally or figuratively, but someone kicked someone out. And I feel like this isn't the first time that has happened with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and I feel like it's going to continue to happen until you find a way to collaborate. Maybe for some of you, this is in relation to work, where either you get fired or you quit, but then you just go back to that same job and ask for another chance, you know? To me, this seems like begging for another chance again. It seems to me almost kind of like you need to learn from your mistakes, especially with the Wheel of Fortune reverse, because this is like repeated patterns. This is an unfulfilled cycle. This is karma. It could also be with the Wheel of Fortune reverse, where you're trying way too hard to be in control of events, to be in control of the outcome of things, and you just can't be, right? You're blind, like you're just blind to it. You have to remain blind. I mean, here's the monkey, right? And he's blindfolded, and even then the horizon is just completely dark. The not the horizon, but what's in front of the boat, so to speak, is just completely dark. So you can't see or control anything. So even if you were to take off the blindfold and try to be in control, you wouldn't be able to, because there's nothing else to see. Because maybe you just don't have the right perspective, or it's just not up to you to have that point of view yet, or have that point of view, period. And so it could be that you're trying too hard to be in control of situations, or I'm also sensing that for some of you with the Wheel of Fortune reverse, it can signify, you know, maybe you're having a little bit too much faith in the universe. You know, maybe you're just blindly turning the wheel without any sort of direction, without any sort of idea in mind. There's no strategy. It's very willy-nilly. It's very, you know, just doing it for the hell of it. And so that could be what is getting you in trouble. So I also feel with the Five of Pentacles reversed and the Wheel of Fortune reversed, it's almost like you're depending a little bit too much on this. You're depending a little bit on being taken back. You're having a little bit too much faith, you know? It's almost like you expect this person to just accept this sort of erratic behavior, or erratic in the sense in relation to what I was saying about just being completely out of control and you're just turning the wheel and expecting everything to be okay. So erratic in that sense. But I do think that these two cards are related, because there's a lock. There's a star on the lock, right? Holy crap, I've never noticed this before. But there's a star on the lock, and then there's a star on the wheel, right? So it's almost like I feel that for some of you, again, you're too dependent. Some of you could be like way too dependent on this outcome, where you expect someone to take you under their wing, or you expect someone to take you under their wing, right? Or, you know, vice versa, where the roles are reversed and they expect you to do it for them. So it could be one or the other, right? And strength, I feel like this is talking about how you need to be in control of yourself. Not necessarily of the world around you, but I feel that this is more so self-control. This is self-restraint. This is faith in yourself, faith in the universe, faith in your ability, faith in, I think, just being strong, not necessarily physically, although it could be, more so inner strength, you know, having an idea, having a direction, and just following that direction, not just turning the wheel aimlessly and hoping that you'll find land. This is finding a direction and sticking to that direction, but also having faith that the universe will take you to the destination that you're going towards. Not necessarily, not, it's a balance between not being so aimless and I don't want to say impulsive, but almost like you don't really care, not really having any sort of regard or consideration for anything. So there has to be a balance between that extreme and then just trying extremely hard to control the fate of events or the outcome of events, right? There has to be a happy middle between that. And I think that it's a matter of like having that conviction of, going where you want to go, but also having that conviction, but not being so overly aggressive about it, I guess you could say, or just so adamant. I hope I'm kind of explaining that correctly. I mean, Mercury is retrograde, so I hope that kind of makes sense. Okay. Definitely don't try to, like, rush into anything, seriously. And, okay. And also, because strength was upright. I don't know why. That confused me for a second. So having to find the strength in that situation, right? The inner strength, connecting with your inner warrior, having the conviction to steer in that direction, but also not being aimless and not trying to be in control, whatever. Okay. But also having the strength to be able to work together, right? Because these two cards are together. Having the strength to work together, to compromise, to work as a group, work as a team, and maybe not be so adamant in working alone, right? And I think that this is maybe like a month ago, where I did a reading for you, and you got like the Hermit reversed or something, or you got the Hermit card or something. And I was basically saying the scenario where Aries, you are kind of playing the role of someone who is just sneaking out of the house late at night and, not trying to give any sort of explanation for it. And trying to be very quiet so that you can sneak out and just, like, leave, right? And that's kind of what it seems to me, is that you're kind of running back to this person. Maybe you're running back to this person that you were sneaking away from, and maybe you have to admit that you can't do things on your own, which is completely fine. I feel that that's kind of what is going on here, is you had this idea that you can do things alone, that you don't need anyone, that you don't need anyone by your side, that you don't need anyone to uplift you or to do anything for you, right? You just thought that you could do everything on your own. And I think that you're realizing that you can't. And that's not to say that you're incapable. It's just the fact that sometimes people need help. Sometimes just individual strength isn't enough. Maybe you need a partner, or maybe you need a team or a group. And so I feel that is what you are realizing this week, is that you need someone by your side. You need to collaborate with people. And so I think that you're kind of crawling back to them, it kind of seems like. Or the roles can be reversed and they're crawling back to you, whatever. But that's what it is. And I feel that you have to have the inner strength. You have to have the strength to realize that sometimes there are just certain things that you can't do alone. You have to have a group. You have to have a mentor. You can't just do things blindly and expect everything to be okay, because that's how you end up in this mess, right? So I feel like that's kind of what's going on. I feel that you need a partner who is different from you, but also has their best interest at heart. Because here, Queen of Wands, this can signify you, and then this can signify someone who is reliable, right? The King of Pentacles, someone who is reliable. So you need someone who is reliable, who is dependable, that you can go back to so that they can help you out, whether it's monetarily, like financially, whatever it is, so that they can help you out, right? Because they have the stability, they have the dependability. Because yes, you might be bold and you might be an entrepreneur, but if you're just jumping aimlessly, or if you're just jumping over the cliff without any sort of consideration of anything, you could very well not be caught by the universe. You could very well just land at the bottom of the cliff or whatever, at the bottom of this thing, and end up very like injured, figuratively, right? You could end up at the bottom of the cliff, broken bones, right? So I feel like you need to be able to work together, because you jump off of one another. this person is stable and perhaps stuck in their ways, and that way you would help them in that way where, you're very vivacious, you're very fiery, bold, you like to take risks. But in that case, they also balance you out by being a little bit more practical and pragmatic and creating a stable foundation for you. Does that kind of make sense for you? So that's kind of, yeah. I feel like this week is really a duality of finding the balance in all of it, because I do have the Two of Pentacles, right? So it's like you're trying to juggle between these two things. You're trying to find the balance between the fire and the earth. And I think that you can, but I feel like there's a certain way to go about it. And here I have the Ten of Swords reversed. I don't think that you want to end up at the bottom of the cliff, broken bones and swords in your back, right? And I feel like maybe you're resisting a certain end to things. Maybe you're resisting the end of the cycle in terms of wanting to be independent, right? So that's really what I see for you, Aries, is a need to find the balance and a need to admit that sometimes, like, you have to have a partner in crime. Sometimes you just need someone else to support you. Sometimes you need someone to rely on, someone to depend on, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong in needing a partner. And when I say partner, I don't mean like romantic, but it can be for some of you, but it's more so just a partner who will help you, more so a business partner, so to speak. So I'm going to pull from my Spirit Animal Oracle to see what comes up for you, Aries, and then we'll be through, okay? So, Aries, what message does Aries need to know at this time? Alright, what message does Aries need to know at this time? What message does Aries need to know at this time? What message does Aries need to know at this time? Oh, that was too many. But I'll take the one that did actually fall out. So the one that actually fell out. Alright. Okay, so we have White Raven Spirit, Trust in the Magic, okay? So with this card, I just feel like, again, this talks about having to trust in the universe, right? The Wheel of Fortune reverse, having to trust in the universe that it will guide you in the right direction. You just have to have an idea in mind, right? You have the idea of where you want to go, right? You have the idea of the direction. You have to trust in the universe that it will take you there and not be in so control of the journey from point A to point B. Does that kind of make sense? So I feel like that's what this card is saying, is like, trust in the universe, trust in the magic of the universe. You don't have to understand how the universe works, but you just have to trust the process, and you have to trust that you will get to point A and to point B completely fine and safe. But as long as you try to be in control of everything, it's not gonna work out. And I feel like once you begin to trust in the whole process of everything, you'll be able to make your dreams come true, because we have Spider Spirit, make your dreams real. So I feel like you'll be able to I feel that as long as you allow the universe to kind of go through the complexities of everything, once you allow the universe to just go through the web, create the web, and kind of just work everything the way that it needs to, create this very complex web and literally guide you through the web, you'll be able to get to that point. You'll be able to to get from point A to point B. It's all a matter of trust and just believing that you'll get there and surrendering so much of this need to be in control of everything. So that's what I have for you, Aries. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if it resonates in the comments down below. Like the video, share, subscribe. Hit the bell notification if you so desire. If you want to book a reading with me, you can do so at sinfulpluto.com. You can find me on socials at Sinfulpluto, and I think that's it. So I love you. I will talk to you next week. I wish you the best of luck. Take care of yourself, and yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye.